All right. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Saturday night. We are back for another stream working on the Beguir-Beu Burger Boy, I think, as we've been dubbing him since the last stream. Building this tonight. We're giving away an MG Shenlong and a Kotobukiya. Was it? There's so many of these variations on this particular one. It is the Hexa Governor Armor Type Pawn X1, I believe, that we're giving away this week. So, good stuff. Should hopefully be a fun night. Hope everyone's doing well. Everybody's healthy. Both my kids were sick, and now Kate's sick too, and it's not fun for anybody. But hopefully, you guys are all doing well. What else? I'm going to jump into the chat and say hello. Before I do, though, real quick, don't forget, hit the like button. Helps more people see the stream, at least if you enjoy these streams. If you hate them, I guess don't hit the like button. But in that case, I would seriously question why you're here. And also, Koto 10 this weekend for 10% off in-stock Kotobukiya. We're doing a sale this weekend, so if you want one of those Hexa Governor Armor Type Pawn X1s or any of the other amazing kits from Kotobukiya this weekend, it'd be a great time to pick one up. So anyway, jumping into the chat, what's up Francisco, Matthew Mahoney, Doug, Rossi, Mimic Senpai, Pockets, Depeche, Bone Daddy, Dylan Dahl. Haven't been able to jump in much, but did Nick end up finishing the trucks? I did. We finished them last week. And to your question about photos, I should post them on my social stuff. Hopefully I'll get a chance this week. Things have just been crazy. What's up? The Time Sync, Project Jasmine, FTL Drive, Chase Tuttle, Lewis Wong, Peter Villos, Time Sync. Now we have music on the intro bumper. We've always had music on the intro. Usually turn it on right when the stream goes live. What's up, Drift, SC2 Gaming, Baron Radium, 808 Johnster, Simon, Heathcliff, Rob Rosencrantz, Craig Holman. Greetings, Nick and everyone. I couldn't resist. Had to snag one of the mystery boxes from Mecha Warehouse. Curious how many people were able to get them. I think they sold out sometime this afternoon. They went pretty darn fast. So Danger, Navi, Mark D, Rossonero, Urfig, Michael Fury. Greetings from dreary, cold, and dark St. Louis. It's actually pretty warm here. Just surprising considering all the snow we got yesterday. Or we were supposed to get. It was weird. Weather was weird. It's about Random Hero. Something relaxing to do. Might grab one of my HGs and build along tonight. That's always fun. It's a Maverick Entity. Israel Knight, Backseat Politician, Beyond Moo. What's going on? Gojira. Matthew Town, Adam Champo. Maverick Entity just opening up a Q-Blade Revive kit right now. Nice. Keanu Reeves, what's up? Xylan. Silversmith Gaming. Rob Sadler, Cake and Walnuts. Studio AU, what's up? MG Shenlong would go great with the Gundam Wing Zero custom for COD that I started yesterday. It's a solid kit. Built it a couple years back, and it was a good one. It's a Virus Carter. Except for the MG Destiny Extreme Burst to arrive. Nice. Tim's Odds and End, what's up? Okay, I think I'm caught up in the chat, so I'm going to get back to building and all that good stuff. But yeah, what's everybody up to? Hope you guys all are having a great weekend so far. Everybody's healthy. What's up, Artie? Your release date on which Mercury kits in Spinacio Night. Can't wait to build them. There's a bunch of stuff getting announced, I think, Monday, Tuesday. Just got the year building MG Epion and Tallgeese. Cool. Okay, E1. Nick, do you post pics of your finished stream builds anywhere? I really want to see the last build. So I was posting a lot of stuff, and then I got kind of bogged down and stopped being active on social, but I've got plans to start trying to catch up on all that stuff. So at nick.savory on Instagram is where I post a lot of my personal stuff. So maybe I'll get around to it this week. I ended up bringing the God Gundam and both of the trucks to the warehouse this week. Partially because I don't have any room over here. Trying to build a new empire in GTA on the PCA since I'm on PCA since I haven't PC. Did I keep saying PCA? Since I can't move my Xbox account over, I'm gonna start new. Bummer. My Xmas of the Hiram Astra get built. She Gundam finally got some time to build and paint. Nice, Cody. I finished building my very first MG. Rick Dom and got from your site. Nice. How was it? I'm looking forward to building my MG Dom and Rick Dom. How's the MG Epion? I just received mine in the mail from Mecha Warehouse. What's the song? Right now, Silversmith, it is Regeneration Edit from One Tola. This last week, how did the Van Damme post turn out? Good. It works out really well. So Thomas Dietrich, how's your day going? My day's going fairly good. Wife and kids not feeling well kind of puts a bit of a damper on what otherwise would have been a pretty good day. Felt fairly productive this morning, and then kind of being lazy and watching movies and TV and stuff, and I fell asleep through most of it. The MG Gear Doga, just have weapons and backpack to finish nice. Okay, B24. That was a pretty fun build. The beam bazooka was twice as big as I thought it would be. Kit that built was HDF91 and I loved it. Nice. No need to fear. I'm here. What's up, Loom? Could be worse, Nick. You could have watched the early parts of CC. I felt like I'd lose more of my hair with each episode. Nice. So you picked out what you want to build for the charity stream. I haven't, Mark. That would probably be a good topic for discussion tonight. I need some ideas. I think people are saying I should just pick a pile of stuff and work through it, rather than do. Usually, I try to have something that I feel like is relatively challenging to try to complete in the time frame. But I'm not sure what that is this year. What's up, Stacy? My channel G115. What's up? What I missed? Not much. Your family feels better. Best wishes. Do they have cravings when they feel under the weather? Mine's our old-fashioned can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. I don't know. I think with whatever they're dealing with now is killing appetite, actually. My oldest is mostly basically over it. He still has a lingering cough. I'm almost wondering if they somehow got COVID or something, but it didn't last very long, whatever it was. But solid chest cough going on. But apparently his appetite's kind of broken. So Adam, what you building today? The Beguir-Beu Burger Boy. the first kit we've received from the Witch for Mercury. Which, by the way, I'm very excited to be able to say that the other Witch kits are all being packed right now at our distributor, so we should have them pretty soon. Wolfpack, same question. Brian D, what's up? Matthew Russ, how's it going? John Cruz. What about the MG Virtue or Faz? Big kits to spend time on. I don't have a Faz, and I'm not super interested in the Virtue. Got like the ZZ Verka though. That'd be a pretty good one. The most selfish thing, I guess, would be that I've got some of those 30-minute missions, Submachine, or whatever they're like little mini mechs. I got a bunch of those I want to build, and it might be a good opportunity to work through all those. I've got a diorama idea I want to do, and that would let me get them all done pretty quickly and not have it take over the stream for weeks. Okay. 5, 6, and 9. Burger Boy with WTF. So, does anyone know how you're supposed to pronounce this? I feel like I'm either like making the nasaliest like French accent I can come up with to make it sound okay. I feel like Steve Martin in the Pink Panther remake. You know, I'd like to have a hamburger, Beguir-Beu, right? But it just I don't know. I hate that. Given the MG Virtuous Xmas, any recs on whether I should build it as Virtue at Nadley? I don't really have any recommendations on that one. So as before Kai, you knew you wanted to, Nick. I'm not sure if I can pull that off in the amount of time I have. Looks the off the shelf brain gun is a Pokemon. Just as easy for Ka. I'm gonna try a kit bash for the stream. I could. I made it. What's up, Lewis? Beguir-Beu. Grant says it's Beguir-Beu. Burger Boy is the correct pronunciation. Just call it the Beguir-Beu. Shame to say I haven't built a single kit in like 6 months. It happens. Oh, Pink Panther. Oh, for the second part, not sure at first. Thought the goof was pronounced Geoff. Someone said this one out. Moon and Messer. Call it Bevo. Messer would be cool. Chance you'll be building PGs in the future, or you already did. I built the GPU-1 PG as one of the charity streams, actually. I do have a PG Mark II in the backlog. And big builds like that do tend to be good for the charity streams because they're longer and it's not like it's taking over the stream for 6 months. But it's probably going to be like approximately 12-hour stream this time. So I feel like a PG or a really crazy master grade might be out of the question. I suppose I can always start on it and finish it after the stream. I built 6 last week and finished with the MG Musha Mark II for a friend. Wow. So they built the RG Sosby all week. Really enjoyed this build. Sosby is supposed to be really good. Sorry, I'm late. I miss anything. Not much. Comic World Boss, welcome. Any polycaps with the Burger Boy? I don't believe so. No, I think it's a polycapless build. I think most modern HGs tend to be going that way. Let's see. I'm new here in the hobby in general. I played like 3 orders in the past few weeks. I've all arrived in like 2 days, so props to your team. Thanks, Chantron, and welcome to the hobby and the channel, community, everything. Now you can say the PG Mark II. I've only started since last year's charity stream. I'm still burnt out from the last PG. I like these big, complicated builds. I want to do stuff with them. Like the Mark II PG, I really do want to paint. And I feel like snapping it years ahead of when I paint it, like it's going to be a lot easier to snap it and then paint it soon after. The haze, I was giant arms to work on, just sitting on my workbench. Nice. Finish the aerial, and damn, these WFM kits are something else. No polycaps. Forgot I started HG Cubeblade, but my cat took the first leg. I built and have to order a part now. Ouch. Stay away from PGs, too expensive. The recommendations on a Razor style file. I mean, the Razor Origin is great. I don't know about other options. This one's good. Just finished Empty Testament, started MG Impulse Blanche. Sorry I missed last week. Army Navy game is on. I was way too drunk to make it home to watch. That's okay. Better safe. I bought an 8-pack of Amazon Nanofiles, and they've been working great for me. Cost, I think, $10. Oh, interesting. IG feed is packed. Everyone's P-Bandai mail calls. That can get depressing. Nick, what's your go-to fast food burger joint? Depends where I am and what I'm doing. At the warehouse, it's been Wendy's, mostly because it's the only one that seems to show up with the food still warm when I use DoorDash, because there's not really much fast food really all that close to the warehouse. But I'd say normally I don't know, it's like a guilty pleasure, I guess, but I would probably go to McDonald's most often. A chance to add more mystery box, or have to wait for next month? You'll have to wait for next month. I took a look. Where'd my scissors go? I must have just had them, right? Because I was using them last week. Who took my scissors? So anyway, when I pulled the inventory for them, I checked last night when they were getting low to see if I could pull more of the stuff that we had allocated, but I can't without like taking a lot of stuff out of stock, and I wouldn't be able to add that many. So you'll have to wait for the next month. I'm going to try to have a larger quantity for the next month, assuming feedback's good. Digit today, just a Cannon base jabber yesterday, and Farsi the day before. Wow. Deals Wendy's have lettuce. I have no idea. I don't think the burger I get has lettuce on it. I already have what you're putting when mystery box is ready. So how many items is it roughly, if you can say? There were 100 boxes. The number of items in the box I want to keep a secret until they go out. I was pegging Five Guys is the best. Five Guys is good. I guess if I had my druthers that Five Guys would be my best pick, everything else being equal. But I don't really consider Five Guys fast food. I'm going to start the RG sauce become Monday morning. Damn, 17 murders is a lot. Depressing. I added to my loan. EG new FF though. Missed the new ball in the GM Spartan. Favorite MG build. Probably the Heavy Arms Custom. Okay, so yeah, where did my scissors go? I'm really frustrated. I had them last week. Like, I'm gonna destroy somebody when I figure out where these scissors are. Someone must have used them for a school project or something this week and didn't put them back. Ah. We're gonna order currently taco salad and pub fries from Wendy's. There's an actual conversation. Never hear that anymore. If it's near enough, might want to try Wild Willie's in Rochester, New Hampshire. Best burger I've ever had. Interesting. Gonna put goblins at work, Nick. Use a hobby knife to open the bags. It's not to open the bags, it's to cut the sanding sponges. That's what I usually use to cut out the next little piece. Maybe I don't need to. I mean, I'm just more, it's more just the frustration of somebody took my crap and didn't put it back. We moved on the HG drugs. Take away food rations until the scissors reappear. There you go. I'd go text Kate or scream at her, but she's not feeling well, so she might not even know. Heavy Arms Custom P Bandai it is. It's my keys 30 and still missing. That's a bummer. Just don't scream at Kate. Nick, I lost my first double blade nippers a while back, and they never leave my work table. I ended up having to get another pair in the end for runner cutting. Yeah, it's like, it's a bummer. Like, they're got to be around somewhere. They're probably just like, someone probably brought them up to the attic space where we do some hobby stuff. Or someone needed them for a school project while, you know, the kid was up here while Kate was working or something, and never put it back. What'd you guys get for the weather up there? Here at my house, it was more rain than snow. But it was weird. We were supposed to get rain and then snow, and ended up getting snow and then rain here we're at the house. But up at the warehouse, I've got no idea. We were supposed to get like 3 to 6 inches or something with rain intermixed. And I haven't been up there because we closed the warehouse on Friday. So we didn't have any, danger of people getting in accidents or anything. You guys want to buy MW packing tape roll? Try. I went to a hot chicken place today. It was awesome, but wooey, they really meant it when they said ghost peppers. Assume if snow days come to an end. They had school here in our town, but I think a lot of the towns up further north, up by where the warehouse was, did end up calling the day. So, but they do have these, like, I don't know, blizzard bags or whatever they call them, where they're sending kids home with stuff so they don't have to have a snow day. Last build is MG Rickdom. I love him. Def has a nice look to him. Cool. I'm gonna build mine. Okay. B27. I'm gonna do this first draw here in a moment too. Right in the 50s and the 40s in Florida this week. We're having different ones. I think we're getting 20 inches up here by some rumor for some reason, but that'll never happen here in Missouri. Yeah, it'd be a lot. It was thankfully really easy to clean up. I mean, that sucks. Here's the most worth the homework in case you get snow. Kinda. Probably been asked, but what sandpaper using, brand and grit? I've used 3M, mostly because when I first got into the hobby, I bought a ton of this stuff. I got like boxes of these sheets and then cut little chunks out of it. And I use 400, 600, 1000, and 1500. It mostly just rains this time of the month. It sucks for when you want to paint. Yeah, humidity is the worst for painting. I'll never forget, I spray painted some stuff down in Cape Cod when we were there for a vacation. We got some model rockets, and I bought, a can of just basic spray paint, and it came out like soup. It was not good. Saving for next mystery box, but they missed out on firepower. Yeah, that's a bummer. They sold faster than I thought they would. It's definitely going to influence my thinking on what goes into them and how to source things, because as we go to larger boxes, we're going to have to plan ahead and make sure we got stuff for them. What do you use to files to use? So this is a Razor Origin from Gun Primer. It's what I've been using predominantly since the last build, basically. So I don't know if anyone has asked this already, but any updates on the MG Psychozaku? Yes, so that's on. It's on a shipment that's got to wait for all these other ones that they just started packing get here. Mostly due to space issues. We'll probably be posting it up in early bird in a couple weeks, maybe in the next week or two, depending on the timing of this other shipment that has the early bird stuff that we currently have comes in. Once we have a little bit better idea of when it should start packing, but we know it's in the queue behind the other stuff. That's amazing. We use it with all my builds. Razor Orchard is amazing. I've liked it. How long does it take to get a shipment from Nick to you in Hawaii? Oh, that's a question for one of our native Hawaii people. Because they probably know better than I do. We do a New Year's live stream. I'm not planning on it. We won't be doing one next Saturday because it's Christmas Eve, and we won't be doing one the following because it's New Year's Eve, I believe. So I'll be spending that time with my family, enjoying a little bit of time off at the end of the year. Any updates on the Zeta Gundam Ka pre-orders? No, we haven't gotten confirmations yet. Earliest we get confirmation is any time in the next week or two, but it could be as late as February if past performance is any indicator of future results. And how many of the Psychozaku in that shipment? A lot, but probably not enough. I suspect the early birds will actually sell out on that one, which hasn't happened on the other early birds so far, just based on how many people have been asking about it. And I suspect after, when they come in stock on restock day, they won't last super long either. I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past, but it's a lot. It's over 100, but it's not enough. Real ship from New Hampshire High is almost as far as you can get in the U.S. What's your favorite model? My favorite one I built of my own is the Dom R35 I built. Shenlong is the only gun I'm missing from UW. Well, if you don't win, you can always pick one up. We got plenty of them in stock. Says by Santa, if they order from your website tonight, would they receive the item before Christmas? Where in the world are you, Mark? I think I know, but I don't want to guess. Let's see. How's your mom-in-law? She's doing well. She's home. Way better than she was. Thank you for asking. Psychozaku, I must build like RG, High Noon, MG Sazvi for Ka. A lot of people like it. I don't know if it's a must, but maybe someone who's actually built it can chime in on that. Okay, purchase for me or halt until you get pre-orders for the PGU grant. I'm just going to save up for that. Ohio. So Ohio is a couple days worth of shipping, so orders placed now might get packed on Monday or Tuesday. Because we're closed Friday, we might be a little behind on orders, but I don't think that bad because we didn't have a huge restock. So it's possible. It's just hard to say for sure. I want to say it's probably like 3 transit days, so it might show up like Friday or Christmas Eve if UPS delivers on Saturday in terms of delivery time. Any idea when you'll be getting the Ilfrith? So that's on one of the shipments that's being packed right now. So probably a couple weeks maybe, depending on how long it takes to pack it. It's about a week transit time from our distributor usually. And then, whatever time to check them in and stuff. What am I supposed to win tonight? MG Shenlong and the Pawn X1, I think, from Kotobukiya. Korean to get my stuff in a week and a half to get my package from Nick. That's not bad at all. When is MG Zeta Vercott coming for early bird? It'll be pre-order, not early bird, and I think I answered this like 5 minutes ago. We won't get our confirmations until earliest the next couple weeks. Couldn't be as late as February though, but once we get confirmations, we'll post those up. We should do a mystery box competition. I've thought about it. That'd be a good idea. Okay, so we got our giveaway. We got the MG Shenlong and the Hexa Gear Governor Armor Type Pawn X1. They were given away. Let's see what our numbers are here. Okay, so we built the RG God Gun. I've been eyeballing it. I just built it on the stream. It's a good build. I highly recommend it. Bed weather by the end of the week is expected. That could be a factor too. My delivery time is an indication for which anyone in New England is like next business day. Pretty much, most of the time. Okay, so we're going to do a number from 1 to 1900, and we're going to answer the question, were you able to snag one of the mystery boxes? So 1 to 1900, were you able to snag one of the mystery boxes? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You do need to be present to win. And your answer and the number have to be in the same comment. Nope, I wish. I guess the question should have been how many people wanted to but weren't able to. Maybe that's the next question. Try to figure out how many boxes to plan for the next one. Okay, A2 and A1. Didn't think they'd sell out, but glad they did. More for the future. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping they would, obviously. I like when things perform well. But I didn't know if they would or not. I figured 100 was a good number to kind of test the waters and see. So I was kind of surprised that he only lasted a few days. Put them up, what, Thursday? And they're sold out by this afternoon. What model kit got you into the hobby? So no specific kit got me into the hobby, I'd say. It was more seeing them in Japan, and I don't really remember if there was any specific kit that jumped out at me more than others. I don't really think so. So that definitely means a good performance, yeah. What was actually in them? The contents of the mystery box hasn't been announced yet. They haven't shipped yet either. They're going to ship early January. I'm going to keep it a secret so people get to be surprised when they open their box. I'm not a fan of mystery box. Either buy a kit I want or I don't. That's totally fair. I mean, if you're one of those people that doesn't like to be surprised or doesn't want to risk getting something you weren't asking for, basically, then it's a good thing to avoid mystery boxes and the like. I'm hoping people are impressed with the value they get and the stuff that's in it, but time will tell, I guess. So your thoughts on having tiers to the mystery boxes, like 1 at 50, 75, and 100. So I've thought about it. We figured we'd start simple, doing just the one box for now. Just trying to keep things from getting too complicated. It's the desire to add complexity often makes things fail. It's hard to do things when they're more complex like that. Like we could have a box for each different grade. We could have a high grade box and a real grade box and a master grade box. We could have different dollar value boxes, or we could do all sorts of different stuff. But trying not to make things too challenging. So everyone gets the same item, same items. There's gonna be more than one item in there, and they're all the same. Although there might be an extra special box that one lucky person gets. You can do a subscription box instead. So Dutch, the plan is after we try one or two of these out is to make it more like a subscription or have that option, and you'll get a better price if you subscribe rather than buy it one-off. And obviously lock it in and not have to worry about missing out on it. Don't think well instead of multiple things not so well. Exactly. We can always add more later rather than try to do too much too soon. I've been avoiding mystery boxes for like 2 years because I didn't want to. I want to make sure I could deliver on it, and I think we are going to do well with it, but we will see. Like a Xeon fan box and it's my paycheck with an MG box. I only buy MGs. The mystery box might give some people a good chance to build some type of kits they wouldn't normally build. Very true. What do you think? There's a P-band die of the RG God Gundam Hyper Mode? I have no idea. Should have said, bro, the mystery box is all the same. Yeah, they're all the same except for maybe one or two that might have either some extras or a couple things swapped out for higher value stuff. But we'll let people see what they get. So it'd be like a box every month. If it is, the FOMO wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, it's like we're hoping to do like a monthly box. And the way we priced it is priced at $50, but it would be like a $45 thing, which was the discounted price we did for the first box if you were like pre-subscribed. Or maybe it's you buy 3 or 6 boxes ahead of time all at once and lock in the next few months as a subscription. I got to figure out the technological details on how we do a subscription. Without giving away what's in the box, what's the kind of stuff you expect. You can expect a kit or 2 or 4, like I don't know. It depends on the box going into the future, but on this one there's a kit, some accessory packs, that kind of stuff. So many kits I want to get. So me get mystery box was kind of a relief since I was really bad at time trying to buy a couple kits, not knowing what to get. Yeah, it's what's kind of like it's perfect for if you don't know what you want. Want to get surprised and maybe build something that you weren't planning on building before. Or, I mean, the risk is you could get something you already have. So if you're somebody who has everything, there's a lot of kits, that's a higher risk, obviously. See how Patrick never the tech to appear. So a 10-year-old is on here and thrilled that you responded to him when he asked about your favorite kit. Awesome. Of course, I prefer to pay an annual price for a subscription. Yeah, I think that's what's probably going to be happening, and because it makes it easier for us if we're trying to forecast how much of stuff we need to have them pre-purchased out ahead of time. It gives us the confidence to go out and look for larger quantities of certain items for a box and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna call time here. Okay, time is called. Oh, sorry, Adam. What's the question? The question was, were you able to get the mystery box? The firepower box, my thing was that it was like the MSG kits with random weapons and such would be cool. I don't know if I'd use it. I was going to buy a mystery box for my daughter at her first GalaxyCon rally. It had one of the grand prizes, a 3-foot tall stuffed Yoshi toy. Wow. A handful of kits. That's perfect for me. Mostly expensive kits since I've been getting back into it. Made the mistake of throwing her early crap. Ouch. Okay. So, got to draw two numbers. First one for the MG Shenlong. Is that showing up on screen there? $60. It's actually a high chance on that one. That's a low number. So 60 for the MG Shenlong, and the Pawn X1 is 906. I don't see a 60 though. Or 906. So I don't think anyone won that time around. You guys can verify. And if not, then we will draw again a little bit. So someone said 55. I think they're the closest. Yeah. Close is good, but not enough. Can verify they did not win. I'm sure a bunch of people can verify that. Well, we will try again shortly. See what kind of stuff came in the mystery box, see if that sort of thing is something I'd be into before biting. I figure a lot of people would, that's why we try to do the extra discount on the first one. We did like the subscription discount for the one-off for the first one, and be a good test, and we'll definitely feel good about it because it was good value, and hopefully people that went in on it were willing to take the risk, and then there'll be more data points for the future to let people know what kind of stuff to expect. I threw them out. I have an idea for a workaround still turn out great. This was a kit I was working on mashing anyway. Include the PG was coming back around anytime soon. I think we got some more confirmed recently. I think they owe us some from before too, but they should be coming around. Looks so good just to customize whatever I want. Maybe slap some 40K inspired patterns on it. That'd be pretty cool. Question about subscription. What are the time frames going to look like? For instance, all 12 months or 6 months, etc. I'm not sure yet. I'm looking at the technology stack. The easiest thing to do would just be to say, hey, pony up now for the whole 12 months or 6 months or 3 months or whatever it is. But people obviously don't have necessarily that much money just lying around in wait to be able to do that. So being able to do like a monthly subscription where you get charged every month would be better. We'd want to have some way to kind of control or limit people from canceling partway through, because we might use that information and that money to go buy up the stock we need in order to fulfill all those boxes, and might allow us to do more interesting stuff, like have one of the boxes in the series be way overvalued compared to the others, because we know we're recouping it over the course of 3 boxes, 6 boxes, 12 boxes, whatever it is. Gives us a little more freedom to go above and beyond every once in a while. But if people back out or have the ability to back out, then that's a problem. So that's where taking the money up front, it makes that a little bit easier. Currently building the HG Sinju. I'm wondering what tips should I do with reverse washing. It's the first time I've ever spray painted a kit. Any tips? I've never reverse washed, so I can't really say. Hopefully somebody in the chat has a suggestion or has done that. So used to RGs that when I bought my first Verka, I was very surprised to see water slide decals. Now I can't finish the kit because I want to use softer instead, or now I have to wait. Nick, y'all gonna get the Atlas gun? I think we got some confirmed. Charge a lump sum for the yearly. That's what I thought about. Might be a bit too much to ask for 12 months just after the holidays. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it won't be right after. I don't know if we would do 12 months out of the gate. We'd probably try it at 3 or 6 if we were going to charge all up front for the first time we do that, and gradually build out our options because there's a bunch of stuff we're gonna have to figure out as we go. We've got it figured out for now, but for doing one box, but doing more boxes means it's a bigger supply chain challenge. I want to be able to make sure that we're going to be able to deliver on whatever it is we plan on doing. Is it builder of an enterprise desubscription from Eagle Moss that says subscriptions are whack? Is that like one of those ones where they send you like a couple parts a month or something? I've heard of some subscriptions that are like way overpriced and are kind of scammy. Check out the Otaku box. The way they do subscription, it can help give you an idea about directions. I can also show you everything they send monthly. I can take a look. Nick, you see the MG files for Ka on any list? Yeah, I don't think so, but my memory is not always the best. The one kit was so cool, and then it was gone. Or did they like go under or something? The Eagle Moss one was a huge scam. I heard that one of the parts was like the impulse engines. That's it. 2 or 3 red squares. That leads me to a question for Mecha Warehouse. Do you guys plan on carrying any Star Trek ships? Maybe. We've got carried some other sci-fi ships and stuff like that. So maybe. Any MG Mark II on the list? I think we have some MG Mark II confirmed. We have the Titans version in stock now. The AUG is the one we're waiting on. I think we have some confirmed already. Us went out of business, so we were all left with unfinished kits. That's whack. What is you building? I'm working on the Beguir-Beu Burger Boy from Mercury. Is that like 1/4 of the saucer section in each issue? How frequently did they send them out? Oh, this is supposed to go up. Oh, that was supposed to go in there first. Go me. Toy shop got which kits in. I was told the employees bought all the aerials. How much you want to bet they're all on eBay? Wouldn't be surprised. I've heard stories of Target employees doing that during the whole battle log thing. The toy shop got the which kits in. I was told the employees bought all the aerials. How much you want to bet? They're all, I already read that one. So like the skeleton in the saucer section and maybe 1/4 of the hull armor. It's monthly, then it just stopped. Was this like a unique kit that they made or something? Missed the whole damn stream. Hello everyone, what's up? We're only like halfway in. Target employees, dude. During the battle log kits, I think they were really scarce to find, and I've heard rumors and stories about Target employees snagging them all up and then reselling them. I don't know how true that is. It probably was true at least somewhere. The battle log kits, the only reason I was able to collect them all. Oh, nice. The kit is pretty easy to find right now for the normal price. I doubt people are paying eBay prices. I got mine 3 weeks ago for 16 bucks. Yeah, they should be normal prices. I mean, the supply chain is normalized a lot. There's a lot less issue finding things. We got ours coming. We got a ton coming. So if you pre-ordered it or if you need another one, we have plenty. Mercury is a weird case for me. I like the show and character so far, but Arrow's Stun doesn't 100% vibe with me. Seeing a Target feels like they're just kind of phasing out Gunpla. I would expect them to get G, which gets in, but nope. Could be. You pick up a live line. So far I have 3 of the battle log kits. Interesting. We do have them all in stock still. We've had this asked a lot already, but what are you working on tonight, my guy? It's the Beguir-Beu. Burger Boy is what we've been dubbing it, from Witch from Mercury. The hips are really designed to give a female appearance with the aerial. Could be. I finished painting my HGAC Mercurius. I keep making the mistake of leaving weapons for last. Local community here started calling it Burger Boy now too. What have I done? This Beguir-Beu. Switch to the 7-day window to add another pre-order item to an existing pre-order. I mean, you can always ask. Where the intent of the rule is to prevent people from trying to game the system using it as a private warehouse, because we had plenty of cases where someone would, before we implemented a 7-day window, where someone would place an order and they would place a pre-order with a ton of in-stock items that they didn't want shipped at the moment, but they wanted them eventually. And then they would email us a month later and ask to add some items to it. And they'd add some more items a month after that. And then they'd try to take a bunch of items off it and have them shipped. And it created this huge headache logistically. So that's where we added that rule. So if it's 8 days, for example, like we're not really going to bat an eye at it. If it's been 2 months, we probably will. Which I tried to ask earlier, I didn't mean to spam, but how do I get into the Discord? So if you made a purchase before, you should have received an email with the invite in it, and if for some reason you didn't receive that email, send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com, and we'll look into it, get you one. Ask me what I want for Xmas. I sent screenshots at Mecha Warehouse at MGKits. Okay, so so Nick, if you could combine 2 mobile suit designs together, what would they be and which aspects of each? That's a really good question. And I have no idea. I don't know. Give me a moment to chew on that one. Okay. So, what's the question going to be? Okay. Number is 1 to 1,000, and answer the question, have you ever built a Kotobukiya kit? Kind of in honor of the fact that we're doing the Kotobukiya sale with Koto 10 for in-stock Kotobukiya items. So 1 to 1,000, have you ever built a Kotobukiya kit? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You do need to be present to win, and your answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. I should have said, and which one was it if you have, because I think only 1 person did that by default, but that would have been good. Okay, B17 and D10. And only 120 viewers, it gets raffled, but geez. So we decrease the number each time, Francisco. So by the last draw, if the prizes are still there, the number range will be equal to the number of viewers, and we'll potentially draw numbers multiple times against it. We're just trying to not necessarily have it be won in the first try, unless someone does win in the first try, but we're trying to give it a chance of sticking around for the whole stream. Sometimes even with the larger number ranges, it gets won on the first draw. And with 2 prizes, there's a increased chance that somebody wins something each round. Gotcha, second time I've been in your stream. Always working when you stream, sadly. No worries. Someone gets it first try, I don't think anyone would be mad with them defying the odds. Yeah, I don't like... It definitely happens. It's great when it does, and it's also great when it goes to the very, very end. But when I built Zoids decades ago, it was Tommy building them. Still, I think... Gets Howard Kodo kits to build. I remember the Blade Liger took forever to build. They're good. I mean, if you've built primarily Bandai stuff, you're kind of spoiled because Bandai stuff is so good that it raises the bar. But the Kotobukiya kit I've built was a solid kit. I like that Blade Liger. Question was, apologies, daughter distracted. The question was, have you ever built anything from Kotobukiya? Since we're doing the Kotobukiya sale this weekend. Darkhorn in the backlog. I was planning to pick up a Gun Sniper or a Command Wolf this weekend, but the bad stuff that came up has kind of put a hold on things. That's a bummer. Everything's okay. For Christmas, my dad bought the Raptor looking Zoid for me as a kid. He thought it was a great idea until he realized it was the one. He was the one who had to put it together. Blade Flagger's one of the most hand grenade Zoids too, from what I hear. It was pretty solid for me. I didn't have any issues with it, with stuff falling apart really. So if that's the quote unquote like worst one, then that's pretty good. Threatened by a loan, so I got $800 out to cover this month's payment. Gotcha. Yeah, financial stuff's no fun. It'd be really stressful trying to manage payments and all that stuff. Expenses by speaking money on kits, spending money maybe. So someday to see a Cannon Tortoise and Lobo show up below those Zoids as well. That'd be pretty cool. It seems like a lot of Zoids are getting printed now. I remember when people would ask about them all the time and we had no way of getting them. And they seem to be everywhere now. Of all the vendors you work with, who do you feel provides the best customer service to you? That's an interesting question. I mean, we got a lot of good vendors. We got some vendors that are harder to work with, and it's not necessarily their fault. It could just be the volume they're doing, or you know, language barriers or whatever issues. But I'd say the vendor that I like working with the most is probably Gun Primer, actually. Not that I have to deal with them directly very often, but they do a really good job at how they communicate and keep stuff orderly. We have probably the least number of headaches that we have to untangle with them. But we got lots of good vendors, though. Gun Primer called it. I prefer the Gun Primer Razor to the Disc Bay Siren. I've never used the Disc Bay Siren, so I don't know. Topic of kits and goes into manga, anime. Anyone else not a fan of the reanimation of Trigun? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the original either, so my opinion is not super valuable there. I'm gonna call time here in a moment. Do plenty of instruments. I've dabbled with the guitar. I can play a few things. I'm not very good. And I haven't picked up my guitar in a couple months. Okay, I'm gonna call time and I wouldn't say I play guitar exactly. I can play a few riffs. There's a few relatively simple songs I can play, or could play if I practiced again. Word if you can order and sell gun and video sets. I haven't been able to look into it. I just really haven't had much time. We've had so many things that we're just trying to work through. Growing pains and the like. Good Vision says they're not very good. Sure, but those people are actually good, and I'm not. Thanks for the sub 9116 or 916 Shatas. Okay, so first draw. This is for the MG Shenlong, or second draw, I guess, technically. But the first number for this draw, 447 for the MG Shenlong, and 630 for the Pawn X1. Follow you on Facebook, on just got on your YouTube. Nice, welcome. Okay, 447 is no. 630. Also a no. So it looks like we'll be drawing again in a moment. Any Star Wars 112 reprints coming? Need some more Shore Troopers and a few other from that line. Seems like Bandai kind of backburned those kits. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I know there is some Star Wars stuff coming. I can't say I've seen the Shore Trooper, but I'm not sure. What were the numbers? My kids came screaming in the room. Whatever they were, you didn't win because nobody won from the looks of it. But 447 and 630. carrying DBZ kits. We carry them currently. We don't necessarily have super deep stock of a lot of them, but we do have a bunch of DBZ kits in stock right now. What is strange? It is always strange in a kit to find both polycaps and plastic pieces molded in the same shape. As such, polycaps have to go wide, not just make them all in the same plastic runner. Yeah. Well, polycaps seem to be going away as the plastics and engineering improves, so I bet we'll see less and less of them in the coming years. Pat Labor kit, I was late. Do you mean what I'm working on now, Rob? We don't get in the display paint mixer. Anyone here use it? I haven't. Sounds like Sonic music. How about Gurren Lagann kits? I think we have a couple up for pre-order, don't we? From Motoroid, or the Motoroid line from Good Smile. You're getting the 5-star stories, JOBD again. I missed out on it. Didn't know you had that one. Probably. I don't know if they have stock still, but it seems to be easier to grab stuff. Yeah, sorry, what are you working on now? Burger Boy, Beguir-Beu, however you want to pronounce it. The what are the Witch from Mercury high-grade kits? Oh, so these go together first. It's kind of interesting. That'd be useful for painting. Question for you, Nick, with the website. Sorry if I haven't looked hard enough, to be honest. Like Amazon, do you have things set up as frequently bought together, like water, decals, armor, weapons kits? We don't have a frequently bought together section, although I feel like when you look at a lot of places, they're bogus. They don't actually make sense. They're just randomly collecting information they think would go together. But a lot of our kits do have on the product listing a list of the decals that we have in stock to go with them. It's not always perfect or complete list, but they are there. And likewise, on our decals, they'll often mention the kit that goes with it if we've ever had it in stock and have a product listing to go with it. So you might find that useful. Girlfriend's favorite anime is Full Metal Panic, and I can't find any of the kits. They haven't been printed in a little while. Suggestion for next stream: put the name of the kit you're working on screen. Get people to see if you have extra on kits. From what I've heard, the paint mixer is one of the less successful products, just not worth the money. DIY motor is so expensive. I built a Bakugo that cost $87. I don't feel it was worth the price. So we've been spoiled by Bandai, basically, is the answer. The volume that Bandai does makes it so they can drive those costs way down. They've figured out the engineering, they've figured out the production, and they just make a whole lot more. And the licensing is the other half of it. The Bandai basically owns the Gundam licensing, so they don't have to pay anybody else for it. Some of these other properties, someone needs to get a check. That's why a lot of the Star Wars kits are more expensive, for example, because Disney wants their check for every one of those kits. This blind pick your teeth doesn't go with it. Nick, thanks for showing the DVD section of the site. No problem. I think a lot of people don't realize we carry stuff that's not robots because of our name. People don't realize we have some figures and stuff too, because it's not our core thing that we're talking about the most in our marketing and etc. Disney or the mouse want that check. Speaking of DBZ, you guys get the Goku new spec. I think that one is one of the items that's being packed currently, so it should be coming in really soon. He always wants the cheese. I'm going to be looking for a Metal Gear Rex model. I think we have the Metal Gear Rex in. Do we still have it in stock? We might have run out of that one. Oh no, I guess we ran out. A few Pokemon kits from y'all. The kids love them. Nice. Got to be kept in mind that Bandai is more of a model company first, where companies like Kodo and Good Smile are statues first. It's the pre-order for the MGS4. Yeah, the other Metal Gear kit we do have available for a pre-order. What else here? I have a Badger airbrush and an Iwata airbrush. I have an Iwata. Still getting what are you working on? Billy, I'm working on the Beguir-Beu boy from Mercury. Not sure you know, but what's BNTC's process once kits arrive? Do they need to repack anything, or they split up their allotments for each customer? I'm not sure on that end. I know that that from conversations with them, we've kind of gleaned that orders, there's certain rules for how orders generate and get ready to go out. So if you've got something from the same order, the same like reproduction list, for example, that's being packed, they generally won't generate the next bunch of stuff for that, even if it comes in right afterwards, which is kind of weird. But they don't share a ton about their internal processes. I wish they did, because it would make some things a lot easier. The packaging and the Iwata tells me it's miles better. The Iwata is definitely a higher tier brand, I'd say, but I've heard lots of good stuff about Badger. I think people use Badgers without too much issues, so. Burger like Beguir. Just drop the LE and add the R. That's what it's called. Beguir. Beguile. Beguire. Does it have a katakana on here? I don't think it does. No, Beguir-Beu. Maybe I should just read that. Beguir-Beu. 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 I think it's, let's see, Malco Joe and Fabric started carrying airbrush supplies into the Wada Neo for 110. I've seen their same airbrush for 65 at Hobby Lobby. Some of the airbrush stuff seems like there's a wide range in pricing on it. The stuff that we've looked at, there's a bunch of airbrushes we've looked at trying to carry. And some of the stuff, we can't seem to find it at a price that we feel good offering it at. B4 and B3. Try airbrushing, but I can't do that without actually buying it. Yeah, you kind of need an airbrush to try airbrushing. Someone do a warrior from Starship Troopers like I would build an army of Kotobuki arachnids. Actually, we should probably do the next draw here. So let's see. All right, let's do that. So do a number from 1 to 450, and have you been able to build any of the witch kits yourself yet? 1 to 450, have you built any of the witch kits? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You do need to be present to win, and your answer and the number have to be in the same comment to be valid. Overwhelming no's so far. I always want to ask the follow-up immediately after. Those of you who know, do you plan on it? Do you have them on your backlogs? What was the number up to 450? 1 to 450. And I'm feeling so tired now. I hope I wake up feeling energized because I want to go train in the morning, but hopefully I'm not getting sick. So we're trying to get out. I have a pre-order for Ferract, build an MG aerial if and when that happens, but probably nothing until then. Sorry, I missed what was the number. 1 to 450. Francisco. Just have to progress more and see the evolution of the kits before I commit to buy. Interesting. I just got Ilfrith and Ariel just because I have to show. Fight competition coming up, Nick. No, I'm sure there probably are. I haven't been training for it. I've been so busy and just dealing with all the, work and life stress the last couple months. I've been backing off from a lot of my own training, all the fighters training stuff I was doing. I think my fighting career is probably over at this point. I haven't fully ruled it out yet. I haven't really taken the time to think about it, honestly. What training? Tomorrow I'm hoping to get to jiu-jitsu. Usually go to a Sunday morning jiu-jitsu class if I can. Missed Friday night because of the weather. E3 and D14. Built it off of them. Beguir-Beu, Ariel, Gills, Delonza Standard, and Choo Choo's Demi Trainer currently in backlog. Style do you train? So I do the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I've been teaching and training. I've been training Kyokushin for 29 years now. Kyokushin Karate. It's going to be like IBO. We will get MG Aerial, and everything else will stay HG with the exception of a few full mechanics they'll probably do after Aerial. Give a close up of the nub removal. Sure. Okay. D14. I now want to ask you to someday have your students shout Jetstream attack. Then we were drinking Jack and Coke and now work in the AM. I mean, whatever works for you. Sorry, I'm late. Anything important I missed? Not really. Okay, I'm gonna call time here. Crap, I almost broke my Banshee's horn. Definitely don't do that. I'm gonna see which kits how much of a pain in the ass is the estimated order for the mysterious unnamed kit. It is a huge pain in the ass. Anytime we have to anticipate an unnamed kit. Tentative item A, B, C, and D have been the bane of my existence. We talk about martial arts. It reminds me of how much I miss Kendo. Kendo's cool. I'd love to try that. I want to do Aido too. I just definitely don't have time to add anything else to my plate right now. Okay, so call time. First number for the MG Shenlong is 267. And our second number for the Pawn X1 is 43. No 267. Where is this third? Oh, okay. No 43 either. I think we got no winners. So it looks like it's all up to this last draw. So when I removed the knob, first step, because who was it that asked? I try to get the nippers as close as I can on that second cut, and I try to be really careful. Slow squeeze, try to stress the plastic as little as possible. And then the next step I'm doing after that looks to a pro, and I don't know that I'm a pro. Other than I'm a pro seller, not necessarily a pro builder. But then when I remove with the razor origin here, I'm just trying to get over the part, and I'm applying a little bit of pressure, going back and forth. I think technically you're supposed to go in one direction, but I haven't worried too much about that. Trying to vary the direction a little bit. I don't know if this is showing up at all. Those MG Grandpa with the stickers coming off now. Not sure what to use to keep them in place. I have no idea what to do for maintaining stickers. Anybody have any luck with like varnish, clear coats holding stickers on? There's an old guide about the second cut. If I had really stressed having the part resting on the flat part, single blade nipper, and slowly pressing downwards. Yeah, I try when I can. I get the anvil side of the single blade nipper over the edge because it lets me get closer. Works okay. Water decals for MG Grandpa? Probably. I don't know what we have in stock. Calling slight squeezes. My nippers are getting dull and starting to leave more visible marks. Yeah, I definitely find if you go too fast, it can stress it out. It's stress is basically caused, stress marks are caused by the part deforming. And the faster you cut, the less the plastic can kind of get out of the way. But the less smooth the cut is, and more likely that it's an issue. Stage of the warehouse set up yet. I'll get this metal thing started. Not yet. Start holding our additions. You know about what you'll be charging if the guy paints it if you're getting different sized bottles to other American-based shops that sell them at wildly different prices from each other. I'm not sure. I know that we've, I think, calculated what our prices are. I just don't have them in front of me. They're likely to be competitive, though. We try to be competitive on any pricing we do. I just don't know when ours will ship. I think some shops have been receiving already because they placed their order probably as a pre-order, and we only recently started dealing with them, so I think our order is at the bottom of the queue. It's got some god hands. I expect warehouse and cuts are definitely cleaner, but I haven't actually tried going slow. This will never happen, but I would kill for some Gaia gear kits. I wonder whether to not touch old kits as throwback childhood days or try fixing them up. Yeah, it's a very personal decision, I think. Walk around my apartment saying Gado Hendo in the most exaggerated anime voice. Or Sorcerer GTO, RX78, all they're sold out. There you go. See, I'm on Roth a couple weeks ago. If you get a chance to see them, do it. Resident Gaia gear kits. I take anything at this point. Okay, A10 and A11. I don't understand the pricing of vintage kits. Some are like 10, others are 70. I think the variation in pricing on vintage kits tends to be a supply and demand thing. There are vintage kits that were just garbage that nobody wants to build. And there are vintage kits that a lot of people want for some reason. Maybe they were good. Maybe they're the only instance of a particular mobile suit that's been made. And they haven't done a new version since. Instead of Debbie on 810 or whatever next to them. Those are Debon. They're like a knockoff brand. Okay, B14 and 16. This is late 2000s count as vintage? I don't think so, because a lot of those are in print. I don't know if there is an official definition. But sometimes they do reprint like vintage kits, right? Like they just did a lot of those no-grade G Gundam kits. Got printed again. Okay, B14 and 16. MG is supposed to be more anime accurate, while MG is supposed to mimic what the most suit look like in real life. MG kits are simpler. RG kits just tend to have a lot of panel lines. The RG is supposed to have kind of a different vibe to them. They are supposed to be more like what you'd expect it to look like if the mobile suit were real per se. Because you got them last night was Crazy P Bandai and the HG Rose. I heard they went super fast, I think. Alright, so we got one more draw to do. A much smaller number this time. Let's see if we get an actual winner. So, just need a question. Oh, I got a question. Okay, so let's do 1 to 125. And do you plan on attending or stopping by for the charity stream on December 26th? 1 to 125, and do you plan on stopping by the charity stream? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You do need to be present to win, and your answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. Oh, lots of yeses. Totally understand if you're not available that day. It's different than our normal day. It's gonna be during the day. into the evening. We'll probably run like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. or so. Live on St. Cross and no. Cheers, not sure what I'm doing that day. Trav's not a work day. It's Monday the 26th, so I think a lot of people have that day off. What was the number in question? So it's for our draw, I think, is, since I don't recognize your name. 2000, the idea from last year about generating a pool for folks to fund prizes with indirectly. I haven't been able to act on it. I did consider it or think about it a little bit, but I haven't made a hard decision on it. I need to take stock of what we have for prizes lined up too. But maybe I'll put that on. I'm gonna put that on my list right now, so I'll be less likely I forget about it. Six is not my day off. Yeah, some people clearly won't. It's a day that I think a lot of businesses probably, it's like Christmas observed, since Christmas falls on a Sunday this year. Typically good prize for the holiday stream, MG kits. Depends. We're gonna have a bunch. I think we had a couple people offer and sending stuff our way, including one of our local customers had a big pile of stuff he was gonna bring in, I think. So we'll have a variety. We're probably gonna like add things to the prize pool throughout the day as we get closer to our goal. But yeah, come to the start of the world. Revelation that the first blood is a Christmas movie. Okay, D4 and B18. Probably the last two parts, or didn't I? This is an IRL thing at the store too. No, it's gonna be it'll be online, it'll be on here, same as our regular streams. But one of our local customers who comes by for local pickups is going to be dropping some prizes off, I think is where the confusion might be coming from. How does the charity stream work? I mean, it's basically like any other stream, it's just longer, and we're trying to raise money. This year, like the last couple of years, we'll be raising money for Shriners Hospitals for Children, so there's going to be a stream donation link. Shoot, where'd that part go? Caught in the folds of the sweatshirt. Perfect. So we're going to try to raise $10,000 over the course of the stream. Wear a Santa hat during the stream. I don't know if we have a Santa hat. I need to go find one. I'm going to try to pick something that's relatively challenging and try to complete it during the stream. Full Santa cosplay. Post office is forcing us to come in at 26. That's a bummer. As far as the giveaway prizes, we're going to have a ton of prizes, so we'll likely not just put them all up all at once. We might, depending on how many prizes we have, we'll probably rank them from like most spectacular to least spectacular, say, and start with the lowest prizes and increase the prize pool as we get closer to that goal. I'll have to work out the details once I figure out what our prize pool looks like. Type stand should be used for both burger ball weapons. I'm not sure. Doesn't it come with a little stand? Just so a V-fin onto a Santa hat. That'd be pretty cool. It's a question. The question is if you plan on attending the charity stream on December 26th. Rambo comes into town at Xmas time to eat Xmas cheer, and then a hill cop is like, nah, I'm going to be a Grinch and arrest him. Rambo escapes and proceeds to unleash Christmas fury on the whole town. Good for you, Grinch movie. Yeah, it looks awesome. If people made it as taking kids movie and turned them into monster movies. So Winnie the Pooh movie too. That's kind of horrific. What day is a live stream? The charity stream will be on the 26th. It's a Monday. Charity choice, a good friend of mine, used to get tons and tons of toys for local Shriners that he was as a kid and raised 100,000 for them over the years. It's great. So when your customers returned beyond you as a Gundam source. Been to an amusement park called Santa's Village? I have not. And what's the question? The question is, do you plan on attending the charity stream on Monday the 26th? Oh, my Sosby arm has arms, and I'm about to put his head on. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to finish this last part here for today, and then I will draw some numbers, and then we'll probably call it a night. I am tired. Busy trying to find Kids of the Minions in a time frame or find the warehouse games. Yes. Fun little diversion. Makes for decent content, I think. Charity stream should just be you attempting to describe an EG kit the whole time. One of the ideas people have had over the past couple of years for charity stream would be like building a kit and painting it and going all the way beginning to end. I think it'd be kind of challenging to do in a single stream, especially with the audio issues of trying to run a compressor and the airbrushing station. That would be interesting content, I think. Which I thought the PG LED PG unicorn already built for retail price. A little collector store has one for sale for retail. I've never used it, so I don't really know. I haven't seen a ton of them in use, so I don't know how well it does versus other ones. I know people definitely use it. Maybe somebody else in the stream has used it and has some first-hand recommendations. Okay, so I think this is one arm done. So that means whenever it is we get back to regular stream stuff, we will do the other arm and the legs and all that good stuff. When overtime people are mandated to come in, might still try to listen while dropping packages. They go into snap build pile or just end up painting them and shit. We do end up doing these models you build on stream. So I do end up usually, a lot of mine end up painting. This one I don't plan on painting. I'm going to top coat it, probably. But a lot of the kits I build end up going into like a work in progress pile. That was page 2. Okay, over here we got all this stuff left. So probably a couple more streams. Okay, calling time. Going 1 to 125. Okay, so first number 83 for the MG Shenlong. Number 82 for the Pawn X1. Look at that. So we have a few 83s. A Lowland Sand Slash. Arkier. And Debbie. And then for 82, Depeche. All right, so Depeche, you're the winner of the Pawn X1. Congrats. And then I need to... We'll do dice here. Virtual. Okay, so 6-sided die. We got 3 potential winners. Should do rock, paper, scissors for the MG. So we got a 3-way tie for the MG Shenlong. So if it's 1 or 2, it will be Alolan. If it's 3 or 4, it'll be Arkier. And if it's 5 or 6, it will be Debbie. It should animate when it rolls. Boom. Number 4. So that is Arkier. So congrats, Depeche and Arkier. You guys can send emails to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll get those shipped out hopefully this week. Congratulations. Thank you guys. Thank you all for watching. Definitely keep an eye out. The next stream will be the charity stream on the 26th. No stream next Saturday for Christmas Eve or the following one, which I think is New Year's Eve. Yeah, so no Saturday streams for the next 2 weeks, but watch out for the details on that Monday stream for the 26th for the charity stream. It should be a good time. Hopefully I'll get that stuff all figured out. But anyway, thank you all for watching.